it's time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever.
Sick with the talk, passing your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all
simultaneously over joints and rock.
We earn
30 years, so you can say we got
3 turns.
Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men.
We install doubt in you and your yes men.
And if the game had veins, we'll insert
upheaval the ground.
Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all keep the flow.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space out your mind.
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's
fool?
a close encounter of what kind?
Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Turn it up, y'all keep the flow.
Coach, this is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Denver Broncos.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Green 18.
Squeeze, squeeze, double, double. Watch the shit. Watch the shit. Hey, hey. Watch the shit.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
26. 47 Mike. 47 Mike. We are going.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. And able to find Graham. Complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Third and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20.
Hey, Mike 51. Mike 51. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 51, Mike. Mike 51.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Check back, check back.
Flacco. Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose, and the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Well, we talked about Phillip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Phillip Lindsay. On first down, Flacco. It's caught by Sanders. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Broncos.
Wait, ready!
Quit talking about it. And bring it. Switch.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. He's got the first down here inside the 30, and he gets this one down to the 24. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Let's go, first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, get a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
First down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
And the sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
At the 18-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Now Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Flacco looks to throw. This is the tight end Fant. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
First down, Broncos.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Denver.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a carry for Lindsey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd down now, it's Freeman, and they'll get this down to the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Ready! Behind that! Ready!
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. He hits Riddick underneath. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The 10-yard completion, but still now facing third and goal. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
They'll try to run with Lindsey, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter. And
you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you get all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision, let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now it's Rodgers. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Looked like he tried it all there. Tried to use some physicality, right? Tried to use some footwork, some head fakes, but he was covered the entire way. Dogged in every step. That forced the incompletion. No separation at the end of the route.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30.
On plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Taken in at the 11. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Single, slap. Hey,
To pass, Flacco. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Flacco will come to the line, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Flacco on the give to Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Check. Ready.
Watch the pass.
Check. 93.
On 2nd and 12, Flacco airing it out for Hamilton. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
All tied up at 10, 2 minutes left in the first half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. On third down. Here's Lindsey. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Flacco from the gun. Buying time to his left. Got a man that's complete to Hamilton. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Flacco. Throwing right, and that's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
First down, Denver.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Bravo.
Passing play, Flacco. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kyler Fackrell leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Flacco. And Sanders has got it complete. As Sanders has it poked free. And the Packers pick it up. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Another run by Lindsey. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They go play action here on first down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
On first down, Lindsey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Flacco. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7, forthcoming. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
2nd and 7 at the Packers' 35-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. Under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Now after the sack, Flacco and the Broncos come up 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Joe Flacco. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. There he goes, right side. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
From the 29, Flacco out to the flat for Reddick. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Flacco now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Flacco. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, echo.
Now it's Flacco. He completes this to Sutton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down, Broncos.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run here with Lindsey. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. I'm on. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Kill.
3 wide.
Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, 4 down.
Now Flacco. Got a man open, it's Sutton. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. This is Freeman. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Flacco. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
And there's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Go, Mike. Shoot.
Now this time Rodgers will throw. And that's complete to Adams. 27 yards there, a first down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
Rodgers now on first down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Room to run past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offense. offensive line.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Here's Jones. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Brought down back at the 24-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
The one with the dive look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. It's been a long day for you. 3 wide, 3 wide.
First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. This is the tight end Fant. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as it comes with exactly 1 minute to go in the football game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Once more, it's Flacco. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Zadarius Smith in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Flacco looks to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
This has been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
And they cannot do anything to stop the clock defensively. 3 straight wins to start the campaign now.
And this is where a team, privately, within the confines of their own room, their meeting rooms, the locker room, they start to think to themselves, we're pretty good. We should be a playoff team.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Green Bay, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for Denver, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm